What's going on there, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic morning, because I most certainly am. My name is Azurblade, and welcome to my Let's Play of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. The sparkles and everything. This is my favorite classic Sonic game of them all, and I am so excited to play it here today. But before I do that, we go into the options here, and we can play as Sonic and Tails, Sonic alone, or Tails alone. Because I feel like beating my head against a brick wall, I'm gonna play with Sonic and Tails, so let's do this thing! But before I get started with that, we gotta talk about some Zone Badniks like we do in every single Sonic LP of mine. I've completely embraced the Metal Cyber Shell moniker that people gave me in Sonic CD. First on today's list is Masher, and he's exactly the same as Chopper from Sonic 1, but he looks a little different in this game. So if you know how to deal with them in that game, then it will not be any different here, so he gets a 1 out of 10. Second on today's list is Stinger, the spiritual successor to Buzz Bomber, who also attacks the exact same as said Badnik. He loves to fly overhead and shoot his projectile at you, so I give him a 2 out of 10 because he can ambush you in certain sections and really catch you off guard if you don't pay attention. And a third and final Badnik for today is Coconuts, the most annoying Badnik of the zone. He loves to hang off of trees and then throw coconuts at you, like his namesake, at the very last second, and hit you right as you try to make a jump. And he loves to hang around star posts and prevent you from getting special stages, so I give him a 3 out of 10. And if you want this music in the background, then it's by Metal Jonas. And the link will be in the description. Okay. Now, let's continue on to Green Hill Zone 2.0. Emerald Hill Zone. Yeah! I love this game so darn much. I admit that Sonic 1 was the first game I ever played and defeated. This was the first game I played through and beat multiple times. I did go back and play Sonic 1 again and again as the years went by, but nowhere near as much as this game. I love the level design in this game so much, and the special stage is so much better. You have the half pipe. Now, it may be overused in the future of this series, but here is where it was introduced, and it was pretty darn cool back then. Unlike the first special stage in the previous game, this one is actually a lot of fun. I mean, the first game's special stage can be fun too, but this one just hits different, you know? Between the cheerful music, you being able to spin in circles for reasons that can't really be explained, and just, I don't know, these are just special. Maybe it's my bias speaking, but, man, this special stage is great. I have no complaints. Even though they do get kind of ridiculous later on through the game, here, it's not too bad. And even then, with the later special stages, you play them enough, then you can overcome the great challenge, and I really like that. Sonic 1 special stages feel like they had an element of randomness to them. I mean, you could get better at the special stages, but you can't really control where the springs in those special stages take you, you know? So you don't have to worry about that element of randomness there like you do here. So it's nice. And there we go! Chaos Emerald number 1 has been acquired! Huzzah! Now, because I'm playing with Tails, the later special stages are going to be a little more difficult than they otherwise would be, but that's okay. Because I like the added challenge. No, you are not hitting me today. Boink! Nice. Got me an invincibility box, so you know what that means. I can't be hurt. Now you want to go up this way, miss the jump entirely because you're just so amazing at this game. Alright, there it is. Now head over here, and come on. There we go. You want to try and get there before your invincibility runs out because that stupid Coconut's Badnik 9 times out of 10 will hit you, and then you'll lose your rings right there at the special stage. It is so annoying. Now for this one, don't move for the first little bit, because if you don't move, then you'll get over half of the rings without even needing to touch the controller. It's pretty nice, all things considered. And now you head to the left, and then stick to the left. And there you go. I think I got all 80 of the... Yeah, I think I got every single ring there in that first part. Nice! Now you want to get out of the middle here, because this is when they start throwing a bunch of bombs at you. And because Tails is a little slower than you when it comes to jumping, if you get the timing down, then it won't be too much of a problem, but if you don't remember the layout of the special stages too good, then Tails will make things a lot more difficult for you, so it's really a good idea to try and have him collect as few rings as possible. That being said, sometimes he can be helpful in getting the last couple of rings that you may have missed. It has happened a couple times to me over the years, so he's not completely terrible, just mostly terrible. Now just stick to the left here, and you'll avoid all the bombs. Like so. Yeah, just stay away from the middle until this part. And there you go. That's special stage number 2. And the purple emerald is now mine for the taking. Excellent. Now, most Sonic 2 Let's Plays have a tendency of getting as many of the emeralds as possible with an Emerald Hill Zone. I'm not gonna do that because that's not fun. I'm only gonna limit myself to 2 emeralds per zone at the most. So that way they can be a little more spread out. So, there's Act 1 done. Nice. Didn't get 10,000 points, but it is what it is. Time for Act 2. Let's do this thing! Okay, now slow down here so Great, I avoided the coconuts, only to get hit by the stupid frickin' spikes. Somehow, this does not surprise me. Alright, now, run for victory! Heck yeah! I love these speed shoes. And unlike Sonic 1, there is no speed cap in this game, so have at it, go crazy! And here we are at the first boss already. You guys are not ready for this, man. This boss is absolutely insane. Yeah, man. I don't know what to tell you with this first boss. It's kind of crazy that this first boss is so darn difficult. Ow! Wow, I actually got hit there. Alright, but in all seriousness, this boss is really easy. And once you hit him 7 times, he'll try to surprise you by launching the drill at you. But as long as you're on the opposite side of the screen, it's not too bad. But that's the end of Emerald Hill Zone. Next time on Sonic the Hedgehog 2, we will go to the Chemical Plant Zone. See you guys next time. Take care, everyone.